Hello, 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 hello. My name is Sherillium, and I am doing an introduction to who I am and to my YouTube page. So I'm Sherillium. I am a woman who has struggled with her weight for most of her life. I have recently, within the last 4 months, incorporated some new techniques to help me manage my overall health and wellness. Um, I've struggled with my weight most of my life since a kid. I was an overweight kid. I struggled with my weight most of my life. I've lost weight, lost over 100 pounds at least 3 times in my life. But the challenge for me has been always keeping it off. Like, how do you keep that weight off? Um, Maybe in 2022, I joined a online group. A healthy alternative is what it's called, and it just really dove into more fasting principles and just really changes your overall health and wellness. Um, I started in 2022, and I would say maybe 2020, but it has taken me like 4 years now to go from 256 to 168. So I've lost like over 80 pounds in 4 years. But the bulk of it has come off in the last 4 months. Um, I started a challenge with a healthy alternative where I had started to do a rolling, kind of like a rolling 5 day fast. 5 days you fast and then 2 days you refeed. But I had some trouble with doing that. And so I kind of made my own version of that. Where I did some intermittent fasting, and then later in the week I would roll into some longer fasts. But then also I started to incorporate movement. So I made a challenge for myself to walk or ride my bike at least 3 times a day. No, to walk or ride my bike at least 3 miles a day. And today is day 134 of that. So I've consistently ridden my bike or walked for 3 miles a day for 134 days. And that's what kind of prompted me to start this channel and start these things, because I've said a lot of things and I think people, it may benefit somebody, help somebody. Um, I did 130. I'm continuing. So today was my 134th day. I did a 20-mile bike ride. I did a 20-mile bike ride yesterday. I did some walking the day before, 3 miles. But it was a challenge to be consistent and just keeping my word to myself. It was more of a mental health challenge than a physical challenge, but it was a way for me to incorporate movement and to keep to my word, to do what I said I was going to do for myself, to myself. And I just felt like somebody could benefit from that. So this channel, Real Talk with Sherillium, is me talking about faith, my faith in God, which is most important to me. And I had to really go to God and talk to him about, I can't do this by myself. I need you. I need you here. I need you helping me. I need you doing this for me. I can't do it alone. And then the fasting. I've done some water fasting, some juice fasting, some mono fruit fasting, some no meat fasting. I mean, you could do fasting in all different kind of ways. And then also I incorporated the fitness, riding my bike, walking, doing Tae Bo, stretching, just moving. Because I didn't want to say exercise, but just overall moving. And I'm just taking this as an opportunity to step out of my shell, step out of my comfort zone, and help somebody, because I know there are people out there that can relate to me. I'm here to talk about how to improve your health. One of the reasons I have the Real Talk with Sherillium. It's not just about health, but not mental health, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health, your creativity, your imagination. All these things are a part of having a healthy self. And we just think about the one thing, losing weight, because that was my goal at first, was to lose weight. But then I had to ask myself, do I really want to lose weight? Do I want to be well and healthy? And I would like to be well and healthy all the way around. So that was the reason for me saying Real Health 360, because you can really turn your health around, completely around, in a matter of days even. And I mean, it's your mindset. It starts with how you think about yourself, how you think about the things around you, the people you're around, the things that are important to you. A lot of people, when they go into a health and wellness journey, they'll ask themselves why, or they'll get posed the question as to why. Why am I doing this? What's my why? Is it health? Is it wellness? Is it to play with my grandkids when they get older? But my question to you is not the why, but the when. When are you going to do this? Today could be your day. Not why, but when. But then also, I pose all of these questions to you: the who, the what, the why, the who, the what, the when, the where, the how, and the why. Because who are you showing up as? Are you going to show up as the person you are now, the person you were, or the person that you want to be? And if you're showing up as the person that you want to be, how does this person look? How do they dress? How do they act? How do they talk? How do they deal with conflict? What do they smell like? What are the habits that they have to make them the person that they are? Because you have to totally embody that to walk in that. You have to visualize that and see that as if it already is. So I challenge you to say, what is your who? Who are you? Who are you showing up as? And then the next question is the what. What are you doing? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about your abilities? What do you believe about health and wellness? Because those are all important things. Those help you or hurt you on your journey to health and wellness. My question again, the when. When are you going to do this? When are you going to change? When are you going to challenge yourself? It should be right now, today, in this moment, that you challenge yourself. The when and the where. Where are you going to be? Where are you now? Where are you starting? You can start right where you are. You don't have to be in a certain place. You don't have to have certain tools. You don't have to spend all this money buying all this stuff or all these things. But you could just start with changing your mindset and drinking some water. I mean, really. And just really saying, I'm going to actively get up and be kind to myself. Because we can get up and do these things for a job. We can do these things for family members, kids. I have gotten up and done a million things I didn't want to do for other people. Because why? They were dependent on me. But what if you decided to depend on yourself? How would that look for you? And then I also pose the question of the how. How are you going to be the person that you desire to be? What are the things that you need to incorporate in your lifestyle to be that person? How about the foods that you eat? How about the clothes that you wear? How about the way that you think? How about the way that you show up for yourself daily? And then once we go through that checklist, then we get to the why. Why are you really doing this? Is it for you? Is it for somebody else? Is it, why? Why do you want to do it? If not, why do you want to do it? What's stopping you? Why not do it? You understand? So, I pose these questions as a way to get you to think about overall health and wellness. I pose these questions as a way to get you to stop and take some time for yourself and your health and wellness and your health and wellness journey. This channel is not about weight loss. I'm not here just to talk about weight loss. I'm here to talk about overall well-being. I had to ask myself this question. Do you want to be right about things, or do you want to be healed? Do you want to be well? And to be right, I would say, working out is hard. Yeah, that's right. Changing the way you think about yourself, that's hard. Yeah, that's right. Getting up every day in the morning and being kind to myself is hard. That's right. But do I want to be right, or do I want to be well? And to be well and to be healed, you have to have the mentality of, okay, getting up every day to work out can be challenging, but it's a challenge that I can meet. That's a well and healed mentality, not a I'm right mentality. Because you're going to have to be wrong about some things to be healed. You can go to the doctor right now and get pills for anything that you're suffering with. That's right. That's the right mentality. But you can work through a healed mentality and say, let me try these different things to improve my health and see if they work. You're going to hit some bumps in the road. You might find some things that work, and you might find some things that don't work. But the only way that you're going to know is if you get out there and totally embody that. Go through it, trial and error. And some people are like, I don't want to do that. What if I get sick? Or what if I don't feel well? You've gotten sick taking medication that the doctor's giving you. And I'm not here to bash doctors, to bash medication or anything like that. I'm here, and this is for educational purposes. This is for you to listen to what I'm saying, and like I talk about, take the meat and spit out the bone. Who are you? Who are you right now in this moment? Who are you showing up as for yourself, not nobody else? How does that person look? How do they act? What are they doing? How are they incorporating things into their life that's going to get them to where they want to be? If we set out to have a goal to get a certain college degree or a certain car, then you got to put away money, or you got to study, or you got to buy a new backpack or a new laptop. There are all these things you have to do to get to that place. And we're okay with doing those things, or we're okay with doing those things for the people. But when it comes to doing those things for ourselves, we don't have the time or the energy or the money. So I challenge you today to make the time, make the energy. You don't need the money. You need a different mindset, because that mindset is going to be your money in the bank at the end of the month or at the end of the day. When you pour into yourself, and that's one less pill you got to take, or that's one less doctor visit you got to go to, or that's one less ride you got to take to the doctor. That's going to be something that's pouring back into you and not taken away from you. So I invite you today to take a moment to just ask yourself, who am I? Who am I really? And not just who am I right now? Who do I want to be? Who am I becoming? How is that going to look? How am I going to think? How am I going to talk? And you may say, these are some crazy questions, but if I asked you right now to come take a trip with me, you would say, take a trip? What? You may say, what? What do you mean? That's the what. You would probably say, well, where are we going? The where. You gonna ask me, how are we getting there? The how. You gonna say, why are we going? The why. And you gonna ask me who are gonna be there. And that's the who. The who, and then you gonna ask me, when are we going? So that's that who, what, when, where, and how. We can ask somebody those questions if they're asking us to go somewhere with them. So I'm inviting you to go on a journey with me. The who are you showing up as? The what are you doing? You know, how do you think? What are you thinking about? What are your thoughts? How do those thoughts control you? The when are you going to start the journey? Let's start the journey right now. Where are you going to be when you start the journey? Right where you are. There are no special tools. There are no special requirements. That's a changing of your mind. That was one of the reasons I called it Real Health 360. You can make a complete turnaround in a small amount of time. Also, not just the where, the how. How? Like I just said, by taking that first step to change your mind. Drink some water. Speak positive thoughts to yourself. And why? Why not? Because you deserve it. Why? Because you would do it for somebody else. So do it for yourself. So I invite you to come on this journey with me. I invite you to take this challenge. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm putting videos on you. I'm putting myself out there. But I'm putting myself out there to help others. I'm putting myself out there because this message is going to reach somebody that needs to hear this. First and foremost, you are enough. You are enough. Who you are right now is it's not that you, I always say, it's not that I've done the wrong thing. It hasn't been with the right people or the right environment. I haven't had the right surroundings to make that seed, which is myself, grow and sprout. But now that I've had that and continue to create that for myself, I invite you to create that for yourself. We tend to want to fit in a box or fit in certain spaces, that other people have created. But when I learned to create my own space that is specially designed for me, it was life-changing. When I decided I can't do what everybody else does. When I decided I'm going to stay and mind my own business and stay in my own lane. It was life-changing for me. I stayed in my own lane. What's my lane? What do I need to do? Not so-and-so across the street, not my cousin, uncle, brother, whoever that's gone, whatever. That's none of my business. I need to focus on drinking my water. I need to focus on being kind to myself. I need to focus on getting movement. I need to focus on getting up an extra 30 minutes early in the morning to say my prayers to God, to center myself before I start my day, to feed me before I feed anyone else. And we have been taught so many ways to not do that for ourselves. But I implore you, I ask you, I challenge you, show up for yourself. Show up for you today. When you think you can't, show up. I have showed up for myself consistently for 134 days, and it's been life-changing. And I'm going to continue to take you guys on this journey as I continue to keep going with the bike ride, with the eating. I'm going to share some recipes. I'm going to talk about things like how do you navigate health and wellness with family? How do you navigate health and wellness in relationships, with significant others? How do you navigate your own mind, the terrain of living healthy, because it's not about do this for 5 days and lose 10 pounds. Because after that 5 days is up and you go back to eating what you was eating, that 10 pounds is going to come back. This is not what this is about. This is overall health and wellness. This is overall showing up for you. And I want you to show up for you. So that way maybe you can show somebody else how to show up for themselves. This is an introductory video, but this is not the only video. I'm new to all this, but that's okay. It's not about the camera quality. It's not about my presentation. That's why this is Real Talk with Sherilyn, because I'm going to come to you real. I'm just going to give it to you how it is. This is my day today. This is the real day. This is what I've really been doing. This is stuff I've really been working at, and I'm going to share it so that you can come along on this journey with me. My first video, that's okay. I implore you to like, share, and subscribe because there's more to come. I'm going to have some challenges coming up. Just sharing some different ideas about food, different recipes. I mean, stuff for mental health. I'm also a caregiver. So how do you care for yourself as a caregiver? Just some special topics. So I implore you to come back. That's my introductory video. You guys have a great day. Be blessed. And it's never too late to turn your health around. You can do a 360 today. You can make a complete turnaround today. And it just starts with your mind. So I implore you to change your mind. I implore you to think about the words that I've said. And I'm going to be back with that who, what, when, where, why, how series. I'm going to do a whole series about that. I'm going to tackle each one and how you can apply those to so many different parts of your life. So it's not about health and wellness. I mean, your job, your spiritual life, home life. I mean, who are you showing up as? You know, like I said, you know, we gonna tackle those things. But this is my introductory video. This is me starting out. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back. I'm gonna keep that same energy. I love you guys, and peace out.